You can't skip over it. I feel so bad about all the pain in my life. Okay, I get that. And yet all the pain in your life is absolutely necessary to get you to where you need to be. I've heard a whole lot of stories. And having heard a whole lot of stories, I can go, I've had a whole lot of pain in my life. And I wouldn't change any of it. None. Even the pain I caused others. And I've been in a position to hurt people more than most people have. I don't especially like it, but I wouldn't change it. That's how I learned this. That's how I learned to be the charming, svelte, irresistible creature. You see, it's worth it, isn't it? It's just unavoidable. I was talking about the police officer a little bit ago. I was a police officer, a sergeant for 17 years, and one question I always asked is, why do you become one? And the most common answer is because I want to help people, to protect and serve. Right? I realized I became one to control and to feel better about myself. Well, controlling people is not a problem, really. Controlling people and not knowing you're doing it is a problem. Because if I control people and I see it, then I can choose what part of that I want to eliminate, what part would be necessary. You see, I can make a choice. If you're blind to a thing, which we tend to be because we don't like to see the truth, then you're just screwed. You just involuntarily do it like a machine. Tick-tock, you just react. So you know how I normally say, if your partner's in the middle of doing something, don't correct them right then, because they're crazy anyway and they can't hear you, right? On the whole, that's the general guidance. But then there are people who are so into denial and controlling and having to be right, Jacqueline, that it wouldn't matter. Dale could write it, he could record it, and she would deny it. Will you Photoshop that picture of me screaming and stabbing you with knives? So I said to Dale, Jacqueline can't see what she's doing. Can't. Would you be willing in real time to go, the controlling thing we were talking about, you're doing it right now? Dale said, hell no. He really did. And I burst into laughter over the phone and went, I wouldn't either. And so we waited. I don't remember how long, but we just waited until Dale said, okay. She really couldn't see it. She wasn't pretending, okay? So you first try it, doing it later, and then only by mutual consent. It's the only way it can work. She agreed that she would listen to it, and he was the one going, you gotta be kidding me. Every single time I stick my hand in the lion's mouth, I come back with a bloody stump, and you're saying, do it faster. No, thank you though. And so they agreed. We came up with like a language. You need a mutually agreed upon language. Preferably not something foul or, aggressive, but now, pecan pie, I don't care, something, broccoli, yeah. And then you have to agree on this. The person who you're pointing out their behavior can only respond with one response. Thank you. Tyrone is going, in a pig's eye. Is that gonna? Because they're trying to help you. It's help you or leave you. Really. By the time we get to that's really kind of what's left. So he would and she would, because if you argue, you're not going to see it, right? Well, but I was only... Well, I'm doing it less than I did before. No, thank you.